everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Ormy, and today we are playing some more FM16. Now, I do know FM17 has been released, but at this moment in time I am unable to purchase the game. I've got a lot of things coming up with regards to lawyers and the whole immigration process for moving to the US. So right now, spare cash is at an absolute minimum. So I'm committed to playing out the season at least on FM16 for this save and my Catania save before even thinking about picking up FM17. So I'd like to get that out of the way because there have been a few questions about why I'm not playing FM17. Yes, I want to get it. Yes, I will be getting it. I don't know when, but there will be series up on it as soon as I do get it. So with that out of the way, I'd like to look at a few things in this save so far. Like, we didn't have the best of the season so far. You can see we're in 4th right now. That's not really where we want to be. You can see, defensively, we have not been good enough. Goal scoring, pretty decent. But, defensively, not really good enough. So, we do sit now 7 points behind Man City. We're in decent form. We're keeping touch with the teams around us, and I think we've still got a chance to win this league. We're not yet at the halfway point, and we're not out of it. A couple of good results, and we're right back up there. Now, if we beat Man City, Stoke, and Liverpool, of course, we move a point behind Stoke, we'll move ahead of Liverpool, and we'll only be... We'd be 4 points behind Man City, which is a loss for them and a draw for them. 2 more wins for us across the season. So really, unless it's 6 games to go, I'm not going to worry about being behind by 7 points right now. So I'm fairly happy with how some things are going right now. So we need to just be careful that we're not being left behind and that we're keeping our runs going where we have them. Now, if we look at where we left the last video, so yeah, it was a good win over Man City. It was a very good win over Man City, and I'm very happy with that, and it comes off the back of a good result with Palace. So, the league form did start to pick up when we did the last video after a very poor run, but from there continued. You can see a good win over Sevilla. We got ourselves a good win over Aston Villa with Lukaku grabbing a brace. Alexis Sanchez hit 4 in the London derby despite going down early to a Harry Kane goal. Then Fenerbahce kind of somehow managed to get us sort of sussed out, really. They just outplayed us, and Isco and Alexis Sanchez played well. Luis Enrique had his first bad game for the club, and it just didn't come together. You see then, against Liverpool we played better, and then against Chelsea, another derby game, Alexis Sanchez again hitting 4, getting some goals elsewhere, but a phenomenal performance across the board, really. So we are starting to get a little bit better in terms of form. I've had to rotate a little bit, and I think when you look at the next run of fixtures, this is the first time I've really used this screen and looked at this screen, but I think it's kind of fun to see it this way. The next run of fixtures, you can see there's not too much in the way of congestion, so we could be quite good there. By the time the transfer window actually opens, we're able to maybe strengthen, maybe let go of 1 or 2. I think we should be in good position because, Brighton aren't doing the best. Newcastle, West Ham are mid-table. Norwich a little bit high up in 5th. And Huddersfield are actually bottom. So by the time we get to the transfer window, the games are fairly spread out. And I quite like the way that our next run of fixtures basically are. So we can really get that going, I think, in our favour very soon. And then when you look here, you see fitness-wise, we're pretty good at the moment. There's a couple of players that aren't really going to make it, and Kuki is out for 5 to 6 weeks. He did his knee in. Morale is back up though. That's really good at the moment. Mario Götze a little bit less than the rest of the team. But overall, pretty decent. Average ratings, you know, not too bad at all. Need to get a better performance out of Donnarumma and Kuki when he comes back. Pogba's been slightly disappointing. Apart from that, everybody's playing really well. Alexis Sanchez is playing out of his good at the moment. 9.36. Absolutely fantastic. 22 goals in 19 games. Our strikers might not be in great form, but the captain's taking care of business. So I'm very happy with that. You can see, again, everybody's playing fairly well. I mean, Pogba's getting better, but he needs to be a lot better. So let's take a quick look at who is interested in Sanchez. Real Madrid want him. That'll be interesting. When the former Barcelona man, let's see what happens there. At the end of the season, I might not be too adverse to that for the right price. 28 may be a little young to be letting him go though. So I'm not too sure on that right now. But I do agree with those of you that posted saying that the defense probably needs more work. The Port is good, Bellerin's good, George is good. And apart from that, we're a little bit lacking. Like, Ricardo Rodriguez is a good backup. I don't know, though, if he's going to be happy with that. But people like Chambers and the Stajic, probably we need a little bit better. And maybe it's time to let the youngsters come through on the bench there and get rid of those two in particular. Now, Mamana and Laporte look to be a good partnership at the back. They could be a 4-star, 3.5-star sort of partnership. That could be something really good. Tielemans, people say keep the faith on Tielemans, and when you look at it, he's exactly the same as Maitland-Niles, who we're very excited about, so I agree that maybe we should keep the faith. We probably shouldn't have bought him, but we should keep the faith there. And Kuchi as well, people say keep the faith there, maybe sell Lukaku at the end of this year. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. But yeah, if we look here now in the stages, you can see with one game left, Sevilla and Anderlecht are only a point behind us, which means we really kind of need to win this game. Now, we are playing Anderlecht, which is a really, really good thing. We're not the only big team in trouble at this stage. Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, you know, all playing it very, very dangerously right now. You can see as well, Atletico losing that race at the moment in a very, very tough group. Got to give them a little bit of a leeway for that. Same with Dortmund. There's a tough group to get through. So we're going to see what happens. We are at home against Anderlecht. That kind of should put us in pole position. We cannot win the group, and that's the big problem there. But you've seen a few of those clubs that are probably going to finish second. We could get a tough draw for finishing first anyway, so second wouldn't be the worst. Okay. Interesting. My system wants to go Mesut Ozil, leave Mario Götze on the bench, put Isco down the middle instead of Ozil, and Alexis, of course, in his familiar role. But he's going with Luis Enrique up front, which I guess is the form pick. Everything else is pretty much as it should be. And I'm fairly happy with that. So let's take a look at the bench then. Attacking midfielders seem to be well covered. I like that. Going with Fred. It's a very attack-minded midfield. I gotta say that. But yeah, I'm okay with that. And Ricardo Rodriguez and Callum Chambers, of course, actually cover every position. So this will be good. Let's see, we should be winning here. So their team: Svensson, Tudor, Asali, Gajardo, Zanetopoulos, Defoe, the only player I really know in their team very well. Obradovic, Kara, Nes, Volquist, and Roff. Okaka I know on the bench, and that's it. So looks like Defoe and Okaka will be the ones to worry about for me. They're the ones I know. They're probably a really good team. You know, this is Anderlecht. They do seem to produce good youngsters and build good teams on the cheap. But when you look at our lineup, apart from maybe Donnarumma and Mamana, who need more time, the rest of the team is young, it's strong, it's great, with an experienced attacking midfield trio to help us sort of help us a little bit of leadership and professionalism going forward. So I'm really happy with our team and our squad. Every time I look at the lineup, I think that we're in very, very good shape. Now, this will be one of the few times we actually face men up front, 2 men, multiple strikers. So interesting to see how this works and how they manage to actually get past us. If they do, see how our centre-backs actually match up. So assertively, expect nothing but a win. And then let's see what that does. So pretty decent team talk. Let's get out into the match as we kick off, and Hector Bellerin down the right flank marauding early is what we want to see. So let's see, George takes it down, and good shot on target, couldn't quite get it in. Bellerin chips it up, Luis Enrique heads it in, less than a minute there, maybe offside, maybe, I'm not sure, but we're going to take that very, very happily there. George manages to keep it in, Luis Enrique, Ozil can't get there, and Pogba's shot is deflected. Nice to see him marauding forward though. Pogba to Ramsey, back again. Oh, and there's a poor play, but Mamana does well to take that down. And we're spreading the play quite nicely. We're using our width and our full-backs really well. Ramsey there playing backup just to make sure everything's okay. And Alexis Sanchez, 4 minutes in, taps in there as Luis Enrique pings one off the bar. We're off and running, guys. 4 minutes in, we are winning this game quite comfortably. You can see George getting forward at where Luis Enrique looks like he's back on form after a couple of poor games. Or one poor game, really, in his last time out in Europe. So he could have easily had a hat-trick already today. Oh, look at that ball. He's unselfish. Gives it to his captain, who can't get the ball in the back of the net. But a great start. So yeah, didn't expect to be 3-0 up at this point, but as I say, this is a must-win game. Oh, what a save by Rolf. That could have been a hat-trick. So, oh, what a shot by Pogba. Now we're starting to see the real Pogba. He's no longer a deep-lying playmaker. He's actually now an advanced playmaker in that centre midfield partnership. Good cut-out ball there, heads it down for Isco. So nice sort of all-round play developing. And I'm fairly happy here. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. George lets it go behind him, passes it up. We find danger men and we start working it back out wide instantly. It looks like this is our kind of game all in. Pogba drills that one into the defenders. Gets it back, lays it off, gets it back again and drills it once more at the net. So not the best of games from Pogba so far, but certainly better than what we've been seeing on a regular basis from him. So I'm happy enough with that. Poor strike by George. He should be staying out wide. He shouldn't be cutting in. like that. So, yeah, not the best of decision making sometimes, but we are 3-0 up, and we're well in control of the game. Again, Pogba, lovely ball. George takes it down where we want him, and nobody really attacked that, sadly. Bellerin, again, should have put that across the face of net. I shouldn't really be too hard on them. I have not told them any instructions like, look for pass or anything like that. So they will keep scoring. I haven't told them to even keep out wide, which is unusual for me. But I wanted them a bit more freedom over the last few games because I really wanted to see them play better and get more involved. Take that strain off the midfield duo. So a good first half hat-trick for Luis Enrique. Oh, bad ball there. Bad ball by Alexis. Should have gone out wide again to George. And again, look, we're just ahead of the competition. Again, he goes out wide. Probably the wrong direction, but Bellerin's ball in and Luis Enrique smashes another into the net before half-time. 4 goals from Luis Enrique, plus an assist. The boy is magic right now. He is magic. And it just goes to show, guys, I mean, if you look at him there, 16 finishing, 16 technique. Nothing else is above a 15. And he doesn't have that many 15s. Off the ball, decision-making, dribbling, penalties, which, doesn't come into play very often. Agility, balance, strength, that's it. Those are his 15s. He's got a lot of 14s. He's got not too much below 10, and what he does have there really doesn't matter. The 11 crossing doesn't matter. Long throws doesn't matter. 13 passing, I'm happy enough with that. You look at his mentals, aggression of 10, bravery of 12, determination 12, flair 12, leadership 12, positioning 11. All those are fine. Jumping of 12, he does a decent enough job at that. I mean, I just can't say it often enough. I just can't say it often enough. He's a legend in my Catania save, and he is an absolute legend in the making on this save. Now, this is FM16. If you've got FM17, perhaps there's some different different ratings, etc. Maybe he's changed a little bit in that game. But I wouldn't have thought too much. I still would believe that, Luis Enrique is one of the best young goalkeepers, defenders, should I call him a midfielder as well? Best young midfielder and strikers in the game. Unselfish by Pogba, but I like to see that. Hector's got 2 men on him there, still manages to get in and amongst the play. They will work it out. Pogba's currently on an 8.8. This is much more what I wanted to see from Pogba with the money I paid for him. And Hector Bellerin now has been booked. So 2 assists for Hector and then a booking. And there's Steven Defoe on a yellow card. That's exactly what we'd want to see there. So we're not looking that tired. George no booked. Damn it. That changes things a lot, actually. That changes a lot. I had my 3 subs in mind and I was looking at when I was going to do them, and I think now's the time. With 6-0 up, George has just got on the score sheet. That's going to push his rating even higher. So Ricardo Rodriguez and Callum Chambers will be coming on. These aren't the moves that I wanted to make, but these are the moves I think I have to make. So fullback support and fullback support. They're not going to push forward as much. They're more defensive players, but we don't need them to. That means I save my 3rd sub for the next 10 minutes. See if anyone gets injured or booked or just tired. Those are my 3 criteria as always. So positive move, gets on well with the manager. That's exactly what I want to see, actually. The gets on well. You can't really say too much about that one. So 2 bookings, which means that we're able to freshen things up. Luis Enrique can't quite flick that one on there after Alexis Sanchez heads it in from deep. And Chambers there up to Ramsey doing the first defensive thing quite well. Pogba, nice simple ball for Rodriguez. Here comes Alexis Sanchez. Nicely worked outside. Backs to Alexis Sanchez. Oh! Isco follows up. Keeper keeps it out. Luis Enrique can't quite get it in. Not really what we'd want to see, but, you know, close. Great unselfish play by Pogba again. It goes all the way across. And Pogba that time grabs a shot at goal again. Ricochets off a defender, as most of his shots have today. But he's been fairly unselfish at times, and Enrique there nearly grabs himself another one. Louis on form, and that will be my third substitution. That probably will be my third, getting Luis Enrique off there. Oh, nice work by Mamana. Such great work covering in space there. Oh, Sanchez to Luis Enrique. Mesut Ozil, that deserved a goal. The way we broke up play, the way we counter-attacked, that deserved a goal. 9 ratings for Ramsey and Pogba in midfield. Absolutely fantastic. Just under 20 minutes left. Let's get Enrique off the pitch and let's drop in. Ooh. I don't know what to do here. Do I play Lukaku? I think so. We need a fit and firing Romelu Lukaku. So we're going to play him as an advanced forward. I think that suits him better than a complete forward because of the position it gets him in. Not really the attributes for the role, but just where it puts him on the pitch and what it allows him to do. So you can see he's actually forcing that back line there and using his strength in close quarters rather than Enrique being a little bit more fluid and being able to move into space. The advanced forward allows Lukaku to use his strength well. Oh my gosh, Lukaku did really well. Maybe should have squared it, but strikers shooting a goal is something I'm not going to be disappointed with. Oh, and Chambers fizzes that one wide. Not a great shot, but not bad for a fullback. So let's see then. Is it going to remain 6? Are we going to go to 7th heaven here? Alexis Sanchez, poor shot. I'd like to see some balls into the box for Lukaku to actually head. We haven't seen that much yet. Oh, look at Sanchez marauding forward there. Chambers will leave that one go out. I thought he might have picked that one up and thrown it into the box. We're getting tired now, of course. But we're not going to let up at all. We want this clean sheet. We kind of want that 7th goal if we could get it. Stefano Akaka. Oh, good save by Donnarumma. Alert there at the end. It's what you want to see from your goalkeeper, even a youngster, doing the job. And Lukaku there. Nice ball there. Up to Alexis Sanchez. Pogba. And it hits Isco in the back. But Mamana covering really well. So I don't need them on a covering or a stopper kind of role. I think that's pretty good. Lukaku there wins a free kick. Chambers now in close quarters, but lovely 1-2, works it out wide. And Alexis Sanchez can't quite get on the end of that. Last chance, Ozil with a corner. Laporte to Isco. Aaron Ramsey puts it over the bar, and we will end with a sensational 6. We're not in 7th heaven, but that is absolutely fantastic. So, well played, boys. Look at that. Ramsey and Pogba on 9s, the attacking midfield trio, 2 9s and a 9.3, fullbacks both on 9.1, centre-backs 8.7, that's phenomenal across the board. Luis Enrique with 4 goals, decent performance from Ricardo Rodriguez and Callum Chambers, fairly happy there. Lukaku didn't have much time but did his job well, both defensively and offensively. I'm happy. And of course Donnarumma's clean sheet, including that last gasp effort. That was their only shot on target, which is pretty much like right at the end of the game. So almost last chance. And we make it through. We make it through. Sevilla lose to Fenerbahce anyway. Oh, sorry, draw with Fenerbahce. So they did not go through. We would have gone through, even if we'd have lost the game. But it's nice to go through on your own merits, especially with a performance like that. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Bellerin with a hat-trick of assists. Luis Enrique with 4 goals. Pogba and Ramsey finally getting it right in centre midfield. The backline and goalkeeper being awake and alert to shut down Anderlecht all game, and when they did get through, Donnarumma managed to keep them out. 38 shots, fantastic. 19 on target, fantastic. That's half my shots on target. That's what I want to see, at least that ratio. And then 1 in 3 in goal that were on target. That's not bad. Closer to 1 point, 1.5 I'd like to see, but 1 in 3 is pretty decent. And if we did get 1 per 1.5 shots, we would have scored, too many goals. Too many goals for a regular match. So Anderlecht, a decent Anderlecht team, come and fail. Real Madrid there will qualify, and if we look now at the group stages, we could face Dnipro, we could face Man United, Roma, and then at the bottom stage, it could be it is going to be Man City in that pot, and probably Barcelona, probably PSG, and maybe Juventus, but Porto do have a chance to take that group. So best case scenario, we've got Porto, we've got Roma, we've got Dnipro. So that's 3 teams that could be very favourable draws, and we avoid teams like Real Madrid. Even then, we do have teams like Man United and Man City who we could face after they top their groups. But 6 of the best, absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal there. Mamana. When you sack your client, Mamana, hey, why can't I tell him to do that? Plenty of time on your deal right now. I don't think that I need to be doing too much there. 2 players to talk to. 3, 4, I don't know. 2 players for definite, or 3 players for definite. So, Luis Enrique, superb in front of net. That was absolutely fantastic. Sanchez, captain's performance. Pleased with his recent form. He's been scoring goals, and recently he's turned that into a good couple of assists and all-round performances as well as just goals. So very happy there. Hat-trick of assists, I cannot ignore. So I'm not sure whether I praise George and whether or not I take the opportunity to actually take Pogba aside and tell him how well he played. I think I'm going to leave it at just Bellerin, Sanchez and Enrique. They stood slightly above the rest of the team. I'm going to go for George as well. Going to go for George. Everyone above a 9. So he did play really, really, really well in that game. So all we need to do now is go and rest our players, and that will do it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed that game. I certainly did. Oops, I saved the game instead of going and resting players. Yeah, Control S and Control A are a bit close together, so I'm okay though. The game did need to be saved. But yeah guys, thanks very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please do leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't to get more content. As I say, FM17 on the way when I get the game. As soon as I do have a giveaway going on right now for Franchise Hockey Manager 3. Thanks to the people over at Franchise Hockey. They gave me a copy of the game to review, to play, and one to actually give away. So there will be a link down in the comment section. Go search for that. It's a little Gleam.io sort of competition there. Follow me on Twitter at Chris Olmy. That's where more details on that competition and the channel in general will be going up. So yeah, busy time ahead for me, but so far, I'm enjoying how things are going in real life, and I'm enjoying these games. So I hope you're going well with your lives as well, guys. Take care of yourselves. Until next time. when we come back and take on Man United, maybe Man City if we want to push it a bit further to the end of the season. Probably the Man City, and we'll pick up a Champions League game if there's a tasty one coming up. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves. Come back soon for more. And don't forget about the giveaway. Franchise Hockey Manager 3. I've only played it a little bit, but a very good game from what I've seen. If you like Football Manager and you've got an interest in ice hockey or just management games, then check out my video on Franchise Hockey Manager 3, plus the series that is coming out starting this week, and take a look at the giveaway. It's a good game, and you could get it for nothing. I'll see you guys later.